G'day Spurs fans, it's Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet, and it's match day! It's match day! It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining. There was sounds of kookaburras earlier laughing at Arsenal, but it's been replaced by some mechanical disturbance over there. I don't know what it is. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're getting pumped, I hope you're as pumped as me, because don't forget, this isn't just any old match. No. Some may say, oh, it's just Bournemouth. No, this is revenge. Revenge for Bournemouth and Boscombe FC kicking Tottenham Hotspur out of the FA Cup in 1957. Lest we forget. No, this is the time we get our own back. Our own back. We're looking good. I haven't seen much of Bournemouth this year, but I'm very excited about it. I was very excited about Ange's press conference last night on the extra sneaky bit that comes out for the Fleet Street Meathead hacks in the morning. My favourite bit of the whole thing, man, my favourite bit was when he was talking about how he met Ossie Ardiles, and he was talking about how Ricky and Ossie were great players that he remembers, and called him a legend of the club. And legend is one of those words that's often overused these days. Let's face it, every person is a legend, and everything is iconic. It's ridiculous, but Ossie Ardiles certainly could fit that mould, if you want to use that word. I prefer using the word superstar myself. Not many people say superstar anymore, so I'm going to start using it because I don't like legend. Superstar, there we go. In good news, Ange said that Maddison is a possibility for the weekend, that he was training, so that's a really good sign, isn't it? Although, will he use him, or will he bring in Lo Celso or someone as a replacement? Who's to say? I'm sure Ange is going to make a couple of changes, unpredictable changes that no one can foresee, because that's what Ange does, but he's feeling his way through the squad. So, that being the case, I'm confident that we're going to see some nice, exciting football. Who knows what the result will be? This is the thing. Will it be win, lose or draw? Of course, I'm going to tip a win. But it's early days yet. Ange was at pains to say many times last night, it's only 2 games. You can't judge us for being great, or you can't judge Richarlison for being crap after only 2 games. Just on the Richarlison thing and a dependence on a centre forward, I'll just give you a stat from last year's Celtic year, which was they scored 114 goals and only let in 34, so their goal difference was plus 80. So all this nonsense about Ange not being defensively minded or not caring about it is absolute tosh. But out of those 114 goals, Kyogo Furuhashi, their dynamite Japanese centre forward, scored, and I say only because it was only 27 out of the 114. So there is lots of scope in Ange's teams for players to share around the wealth of spoil, the riches, and without Harry Kane, that's what might end up happening at Tottenham. I hope Richie comes good tonight. I'd love him to get a couple just to get his confidence up and quieten people down. On the other hand, if he goes another 60 minutes and he's struggling or not showing signs of getting in the box, then I'm sure more questions will be asked. But, you know, if Ange is saying it's early days, I'm going to say it's early days too. What do I know? Although, I had a really good stream this morning. And I've just had a power nap for about 2 hours. And unusually, I had a good dream, and it was that I scored for Tottenham, which is really odd. I've never had a footballing dream like that before. I scored for Tottenham. What was even weirder was Sim from We Are Tottenham TV was the manager. I don't know. He's running around with a bucket. I don't know what that was about. I didn't really notice that I wasn't getting out of breath despite playing at right back end centre forward at the same time. Often when I realise I'm dreaming, I just start mucking around. I just start flying or turn into some great big wizard.
Bournemouth, you shall not pass.
That kind of thing, you know. Unfortunately, I woke up to the sound of Rory Jennings on my YouTube autoplay, besmirching Tottenham for a little bit, being a bit sneery about Tottenham doing a victory lap for beating Manchester United. And I don't think he gets football sometimes, this kid. And so a lot of people I don't think actually understand football anymore. It wasn't a lap of honour, that was part of it maybe, but it was also a lap of appreciation. Lap of appreciation to show the fans that the players really were thankful for how much they raised the roof off White Hart Lane that day. I thought it was a great touch, and I wouldn't be surprised to see if we do these, they're not even laps of honour, I don't know what the guy was on about, just saying thank you to the fans for their support. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great thing to do. It builds that bond between players and fans, instead of them perhaps sneaking off the pitch like a bunch of weasels after you've beaten Luton 3-0, like I'm sure Chelsea did this morning. But I'm not going to hurt my eyeballs with watching any highlights or replay of those pretenders clowning around. But that's what you're used to at Chelsea. Snooty players, John Terry, too cool for school. Not at Tottenham. We're all one cohesive group, fighting in one direction, man. Fighting in one direction. So the kick-off tonight is at 9:30 p.m. in Australia, which is great for me. Means I can not have to do the dilemma of shall I sleep or shall I not before it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting a nice open game of football. Who knows who's going to get on the score sheet? I'd be tipping. I'd tip Porro for one. Tip Porro. I'm going to tip Porro for a goal, and I'll tip Son for another one. And why not? Let's go silly. Let's have Richarlison for 2. So I think the score tonight is going to be 4-0, which will help us send us up the league a little bit. We didn't do too outstandingly against Bournemouth last year, if you remember, so it's not like they're capable of doing Tottenham in, but this is a brand new Tottenham in an Ange era, and we've got a guy that I actually stay up late to watch the press conferences now. The press conference, his first bit came out at 11 o'clock last night, way past my bedtime, but I just wanted to see what the big fella had to say, and it was amazing. He's putting the journalists in their place with a bit of a wink, you know. It's not direct, it's not aggressive, it's just matter of fact. He was asked, are there any podcasts he would recommend this week? And he said, I'm not here to review your podcasts, mate. So yeah, he means business. But he was very, very generous towards the players and the fans, and he's pointing out that this is early stages, and this is what I'm saying to Tottenham fans right now as well. You think this is good? You haven't seen nothing yet, man. We're just going to get better and better and better, with a little bump in the road as we're sort of mucking around here and there. But by the end of the season, we're going to be dominating people, which is why the other day I said if we don't win the league this year, we're going to definitely win it next. That's for sure. You can put no, don't put any money on it because I don't like betting. But you know, you can throw it back in my face when it turns out that it all went wrong. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to get back. I'm just going to have a snack. I'm going to have a snack. Nice Australian chocolate bar here. Cherry ripe. Cherries are ripe for the taking, in my opinion. Very tasty. We're just going to gobble Bournemouth up 4-0 tonight. So until next time, I'll say peace and love, man. Peace and love. Oh, forgot to say, I'll be on the Irish Hotspur doing the build-up, pre-match build-up tonight, as usual. Lovely to see, get back with David Harris and Jack Kanicki. And then after that, I'll be on We Are Tottenham TV. This season, apparently, I'll be doing some hosting duties on that. When Dave can't do it, I'll be hosting it, so I'm very excited about that. So I'm very appreciative to Ben and Sim for sticking the old fellow up and giving him a chance. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see how people are feeling about Tottenham this year, because it keeps me connected with Tottenham fans doing this sort of stuff as well, and I absolutely love it. So on that note, peace and love, man. Peace and love, and come on you Spurs.